coach. Alright guys, oh man, this is what happens when you're like, yo, we're back at it, that's right, back at it, back to it, back on the grind. Well, it's more like a cozy wind down now because 3 units over, everybody. 3 unit, and you know what surprisingly is that 3 unit, especially when you do extension 2, it counts double, and it's insane, like, it's just scaling. You might think that today was a rough day, but, you know, like, if it's a hard paper, you get away with an E4 at about 45 out of 70. Like, the scaling is just as aggressive as extension 2, and having it count double, especially when you do extension 2, is just, you're just a winner already. So everyone, if you've just done the exam, you're already a winner. One's in chat if you feel like a winner right now. Yeah. So, Club Blob, welcome back. Getting state ranks, Club Blob, because I remember last time, the 4 unit, you aced that. So today, we're going to find out what this paper has in store for us. The students that I had came out and they said they pretty happy with it. They thought, you know, it was interesting. But we're going to find out for ourselves. It's the Conquer HSC guy. He's back at it again. Bro, I choked the exam so hard. Oh, bad luck. But remember, the scaling is always there for you. Easy E4 from Dammy Dimension. Club Blob reckons he's going to get 67 out of 70 raw. 67's in chat if you think you're going to get 67 out of 70 raw. Anyone else? Anyone else getting 67 out of 70? Drop 2 marks on multi. Ouch. Look, we're going to find out if there's like different traps that they set for us today. Let's find out. You know what? Because we're going to start at right on the dot at 10 past 5. We're just going to skip the reading time because, you know, who needs reading time, right? Reading time is just to like wind you up and psych you out. No one needs reading time. Let's skip the reading time. We're just going to go straight into doing the questions. And yes, Yotans, welcome back. Just happy I did better on this compared to 4U. Yeah, 4U was rough, like especially if you got caught out by questions 13 and 14 in 4U, you would have had a rough day then. I really hope for everyone's sake that the E4 cutoff for 4 unit is not like, you know, like 71, 72, you know, more like, you know, 70 or slightly under will be ideal for a lot of people, I'm pretty sure. Yuki, welcome in. Yes, my friend got full marks, question 14 and 5 out of 10, multiple choice. Ouch. Who needs reading time? Exactly. No one, oh crap. I think I need to start doing the paper, guys. Do I have a calculator? Yeah, I got a calculator. Let's go. What's the solution to this? Oh gosh. I gotta admit, I haven't done 3 unit for a while. Do you just like go like this? Like this? And then this? Just making sure I can do my arithmetic. Alright, so we're on to -4 is, yeah, that one. Yeah, yep. Let's make sure that's one of the options. That'll be an A. Okay, so we've got an A. Point on the board. Projection of, yeah, 13A was way original. That was hard to see, man. People asking what raw mark do you need? Probably don't need 67 out of 70 to be fair. Probably 67% again. What projection of you? Wow, they gave us the formula. I don't want to do it, man. It's like 1 times 2 plus 2 times -3 over the magnitude squared, so 4 squared plus 9 squared, times by 2 minus 3. What are we going to get here? We're going to get... Why is there root 13 everywhere? There shouldn't be a... Wait. Why am I squaring them again? So that's like 2 minus that's like minus 4 over 13 of 2, 3. 2 minus 3. That's B, I guess. I don't know what those other options are doing. Like, why would anyone on Earth like have a root 13 on their projection formula? That's just madness, right? Like, hopefully no one's making arithmetics at this point in the paper. Number 2, that's out of the way. Number 3, consider this integral. The substitution was applied. Which of the following is obtained? So you're going to have like 1 on 25 minus 25 sine squared. Oh man, I don't really want to do these. This one is going to be minus pi on 6. Well, I mean, that's all the same. I almost feel like we should just not bother. You're going to get this, and you're going to get 5 cos theta for the other bit, theta. And that gives us 5 cos theta over 25 cos theta, and cos squared theta, I mean. That's sec, guys, sec. 1/5 of sec. And there's only one that's a sec. So I'm going to put B for number 3. You know what? I feel like my brain is being taxed. Chat, do you feel like this paper's already coming out of the gate swinging? I feel like it's swinging at us. It's challenging me. Anyone else feeling challenged right now? I'm feeling challenged. I'm not feeling cozy, guys. Anyone else feeling challenged? Wrap it up, bro. Jeez. I mean, come on. We're on number 3. We're not wrapping up anything at the moment. Bernoulli has the... Okay. What's the mean of variance? What is this? Okay, so 0, 1. We have 0, which is a third, and 1, which is equals to 2/3. So that the probability of is 2/3 to achieve a success, and the variance is p times 1 minus p, which is going to be 2/3 times 1/3, which is 2/9. So we're going to pick the C for number 4. Okay, forget piecewise to everything else. No, I think the multiple choice just feels a bit like it's engaging me. Wait, hold up, what's this? So guys, you can't solve this with auxiliary, which means that we're gonna have to like check the graph of cos 5x equals to minus sine x, kind of like this. I'm just gonna draw you guys minus sine x, and we're gonna try to find out how many solutions. That's a grotesque graph. Let's try again one more time. We got 2 pi over here. Now with cos 5x, the period is now down to 2 pi on 5. So we're going to have to divide this up into like multiple sections, and each section gets its own cos graph. So 2 pi on 5, 4 pi on 5, 6 pi on 5, 8 pi on 5, and 10 pi on 5. So let's have a look. We're going to have this, yuck, this, because it goes, ouch. Let's do that, this, because there's a maximum is happening elsewhere, and one more. So to me, I feel like every time there's like 2 sets of answers, like in each period of cos 5x. So you can see that there's 2 answers. I'm gonna, you know what? We're gonna color them in for you, just so you can see. I feel like this question, number 5, we're getting into suspect territory here. Like, what is this paper on about? I don't feel cozy. Does anyone else not feel cozy about this question? I counted a lot. 10? 10, guys. That's insane. That's not a cozy question. Ouch. 10. Given that a is a non-zero constant, which of the following integrals is equal to 0? Ouch. That's tough as well. What's going on here? I almost feel like what you want to do is you realize that, okay, so we got x and we got inverse cos, and inverse cos is just not very helpful because everything's like above and nothing cancels out. So we'll axe the 2 inverse causes, but the inverse tan, that's dicey. So we got an odd function times an odd function, which if you actually did the derivation is an even function, so this is not a 0. So I feel like the only function that you're going to get that's going to give us an odd function that creates this is this one. So we're going to go with D for number 6. Number 7. Oh, slope fields, lovely. Differentiation. What are these options? What's going on here? Why is that a thing? I've never seen this before. Why is there plus constants in there? Represented by the slope field. So let's just say we have y equals 0, dy dx equals 0. Well, that's not helpful, is it? That's not helpful. What is this? I've never seen these before. Why are they there? Anyway, so we can see that these so-called isoclines, if you use the Cambridge textbook, okay, have the same x, but then that's fine as well. I almost feel like you just need to integrate them. Whereas this one is going to be 1/3. I really don't know what's going on here, to be fair, chat. Like, what is this? So we've got a cubic. How are we supposed to know that this doesn't also fit the description of the solution curves? We can rule out C and D for sure, but something's off about this. C is not 0. Yeah, but C is 0. Like, wait, what? At x equals 0, this is false because we need C to be 0. Yeah, you need these like horizontals, which contradicts part B. So that's A. I'm feeling gaslight vibes on this one. How are you feeling about this, chat? This is an A for question 7, but I'm just feeling huge gaslight. It's A, not D. 6 is A and not D. Seriously? Seriously, guys? You're kidding me. How is 6A and not D? Like, yo, bro. I know what I'm doing. This is extension 1, okay? Like, come on. 7 is A. But 7A is like gaslight central. I don't appreciate this question. Like, they're really pulling out the stops today. Cheers, ace across. 6 is D, 6 is D. Yep, D's in chat. Talking about 7. 7 is A for sure. Yeah. Points A and B have non-zero and non-parallel position vectors, A and B respectively. What is this? Okay, non-zero, non-parallel. Okay, and points lies on the same line. So we got an A, we got B, and we got C, which is 3 minus 2. What's the story? They lie on the same line, which are... No, doesn't have to be. No. How about no? What's the problem, guys? Like, this feels strange. How is this not D? Unless, let's read the question. Non-zero, non-parallel. Yeah. Why is this question 8 compared to some of the dodgy ones before? Like, especially question 5 that needs so much work. I'm just going to pick D for 8, but there's giant question marks around question 8. That's weird. 8 some BS. It's A. Really? Nah, brother. Oh, no, 7. So he's talking about 7. B for question A. I drew it out. Come on, guys. It's like I cannot see anything that in this question that makes you say that there's a certain order of them being collinear. No way. No way. It's D. Like, I cannot see it. Okay? 8 is A, fairly certain. 8 always lies... Nah, guys. The collinear tells you absolutely nothing about the order of these points. Okay? For question A. Yeah, no. Question A is D. I just can't see it. Do we have any authorities in chat? Question 8 is A from ace across? No way. How? I can't see it. I have no insights about question 8. Points A and B. Okay, maybe I'll come back to it later. There's something dodgy about question A. I'm not feeling good about this. Why? Non-parallel position vectors, non-zero. I'm just gonna draw the axes because I'm a bit suspect about this question. I don't even know why they like what are you thinking about this one? Like what is even? Okay. Chat, like this multiple choice is out of control. Like I don't even know. Like, yeah, like I'm on 6 and I'm already like struggling. 7's dodgy. 8's like indecipherable. What's going on here? Non-zero, non-parallel position vectors. 3 minus 2. Oh, I can't read, guys. Why can't I read? That's ridiculous. I was like I and J, surely, right? Like, this is so embarrassment. I can't read, okay? So in that case, we got A, we got B, and C is like 2 sets of A minus 2 sets of B. That's very interesting, actually. Wow. And they must lie on the same line. That's by no means easy. That's not obvious. How bizarre. It wasn't I and J. Oh man. Oh man. The whole multiple choice is dodgy. Oh no. Oh no. What's going on with this question? All right. So guys, this is what a professional does in a situation like this, where we're going to say that now A and B form a orthogonal, no, not orthogonal, but just a basis. So we now have a new plane that's formed by the A and B basis. You guys seen the actually emoji going on now? So C, given that it's positive amounts of A and negative amounts of B, would now sort of, let's call it A here, right? That's the position of A, and that's the position of B. So C will now occur in the quadrant that's in the positive A's, but in the negative B's. So C will be somewhere here, in this shaded region. And therefore, A must always be between B and C. That's madness. That's mad. Like, wow. Great question, Nessa. Like, for a question 8, that's really tough. Amazing. Okay. Well, I hope everyone had a chance at getting this one. That's not easy by far. That's amazing. Okay. Moving on. That's sketchy. Holy. And now we're on this one. So these 3 vectors add up to 0. Don't you guys hate it when they draw it like tail to tail, but they add up to 0? So your initial reaction to this question has to be that you're going to add head to tail and realize that they make a loop and create like a triangle because they add up to 0 as the resultant. So that means that the angle that we were searching for is this angle, and we're going to attempt it with the cosine rule. So we know that this is a 7 and A is a 3 and that's a 5. So the angle inside of the triangle, cos phi, equals to 3 squared plus 5 squared minus 7 squared over 2 times 3 times 5. Let me check that on my calculator. Goodness me. That equals to minus a half. So phi equals to 2 pi on 3. And given that the angle between A and B is its supplement, I feel sorry for anyone who picks 2 pi on 3 and forgot to actually get it off the diagram correctly. Especially because the diagram looks like 90 and it just looks really like gaslighty as well. Like if you think that it's the angle that you were finding and you found 2 pi on 3, my condolences, but it's actually the supplement of that. Whoops. Anyone in chat fell for that? My head hurts. Some dragon says, are we dead that this was this easy? Well, I mean, if you know the diagram, it is that easy, but like, I mean, sheesh. This question was really fun, okay? Nice, Club Lob. Good job on the pick up there. This one. Wait. Okay, so it's one of these guys again. Man, I gotta say, like, I'm gonna apologize to everyone I taught this year. I knew that they loved this type of question, and all I can say is that the way I taught it, which basically explained that the gradient of the inverse is the reciprocal of the gradient of the original, does not apply to this question. And unfortunately, this question is like, it's indifferent. NASA never stops finding ways to make this topic more and more like sick and twisted. So what are you going to do with G double dash? Because this notation just ain't going to help you. It's not going to get you anywhere. So what it really comes down to then is that you really have to understand the concept of the function notation of inverse functions, which is this. Sorry about the dash there. This is equals to x, which basically means that you have g of f of x equals to x as the fixed point concept of the inverse function. So if we were going to take a g dash, we are basically going to get g dash. We're going to ddx both sides of the, I'm going to do full working just so that people in the future who watch this realize what's actually going on here. This is conceptually such a hard question, and I don't think anyone in the state is really prepared unless they learned their inverses in this way and the method of doing inverses in this way. I even contemplated teaching this to my own students, and I thought, surely they can't do this to them. But they did. My apologies, everybody. Yeah, so it's this. And in order to get g double dash, you're going to ddx both sides again. So you're going to get like a product rule. And the product rule basically says that you're going to get g double dash with f of x subbed in, that's the v, that's the u dash, sorry, multiplied by the v that was there before, plus the u, we're doing product rule here in case you're not sort of sure what's actually going on, times by the v dash, which is this, equals to 0. So what we're going to do is on the original point, we know that it's 3, 1, so that on the new one, it's 1, 3. So what we're going to have is, we know that g of this, we're going to let x equals 3 here. So g double dash of subbing in 3 into f of x is going to be 1. F dash x is going to be a 2. Yep. I'm going to write that out, and then, I'll just write. And then g dash, whoa, they wanted you to get a g dash as well here. That is madness. That is absolute mayhem. F double dash of 3, which they told us was 4, and that equals 0. So this thing is the reciprocal of f dash of 3. No, 1. Wait. Sorry, that's a 1. That's a 1, my bad. That's a 3. That's a 3. So what we have is, we have g double dash of 1 times 2 plus 1 on f dash of 3, which is a 1/2 times 4 equals 0. G double dash of 1 equals to minus 2 on 2, which equals to minus 1. And it's D, and that is disgusting. Chat. D's in chat if you actually got this. That is insanity. Holy chat. Can we get some hype action in chat over here? Like, that is not for the average student. Like, teachers can't do this. Like, what is going on here? That is insane. Chat. It's C. Was it D or C? Didn't you double differentiate wrong? Me too, bro. Bro. Can I just check with Ace Across? Huh? Where did this mismatch? Had 10. This isn't hype. It's C. Oh. Ouch. I can't do maths, I guess. That's crazy. All right. Well, let's fix it up. Let's just make sure we all understand why it's C, hey? Because I can't see it. Have I made a mistake with my differentiation? And let's see, we got a double dash. Oh, yeah, right. Oh, I forgot to do chain rule, guys. Imagine not being able to do chain rule. That's just one though. That didn't change anything. Times 4, g dash of 1, a half, minus a half, f dash at 3 is 2. I can't see it. I can't see it. The first part differentiated is this. The disrespect is diabolical. Oh man, chat, I don't know what's going on right now. Like, but should we try doing it again? Like, let's try it on our paper, like somewhere. Question 10. We're gonna like start by putting question 10 and all its information over here, and we're gonna attempt it again. Okay. So we got f of 3 equals to 1. F dash of 3 equals to 2. F double dash of 3 equals to 4. Amazing. And we want g double dash of 1. What am I not doing? I'm bad at maths, it looks like. So g of f of x equals to x. G dash of f of x multiplied by f dash of x equals to 1. So just working that out for now, we'll deal with that later. We're going to call this u and we're going to call this v. Okay, so vu dash is g double dash f of x multiplied by f dash of x times v. So we got another f dash of x. Okay, so I think earlier I just dropped some stuff. And then we got uv dash. Like, that's madness. I honestly think, how are we gonna, man, putting x equals 3 in. Okay, I probably lost a dash when I was doing this. That's probably why. Yeah, there's a squared there. And my bad, guys. Got too excited. So this part is what we want. G dash double dash of 1. F dash of 3 is actually a 2 squared. Still feels a bit dodgy. I'm actually still not feeling 100% confident about this. F of 3, G dash of 1, we'll deal with that in a second. And F double dash is 4 equals 0. So we got 4, G double dash, yeah, I think we got it. Okay, fine. G dash of 1 is 1 over F dash of 3. 1 over F dash of 3 is a half, so we got a half times 4 equals 0. And then G double dash equals to minus 1 on 2, which is actually C. I don't know what to say about this, guys. Like, who's cooked by multiple choice on this exam? That's crazy. We spent 25 minutes. Yeah, I don't care. That's fine. Epic Maths lock-in. We have spent 25 minutes on multiple choice. Hey, at least we make sure they were right. Yeah. Let's type up the multiple choice in a second. So, we go up to. So that was wrong. It's actually C, and I made a mistake here where I forgot to dash. Amazing. Whoopsies. That's what happens when you can't chain rule, huh? You think you were so good at chain rule, but you can't even. Let's go back. Let's have a look at the questions. So we got A. 1 is A. 2 is B. 3 is B. 4 is C. 5 is D. 6 is D. 7 is A. 8 is A. Man, I would have got 8 out of 10 on this multiple choice. This is crazy. This is madness. And 10 is C. Holy. Oh, well, at least, can we just confirmation that these are actually the right answers on chat here? We're just about to start the writing section, but it's like, what's the state average like when you've got hemisphere rank 1 getting 8 out of 10 for multiple choice? That's insane, guys. 6 to 7 out of 10 from Ariotox, 6 out of 10 multiple choice. What do we think raw 65 aligns to 97? Insane. More like epic man. Can we quickly throw the questions so we can see, please? Sure, I'll do one more scroll of these. Oh, you want to have a look at the questions? Sure. We got question 11, a bunch of skills, I guess. Question, okay, and an integration at the end. Question 12, related rates, volume of revolution, induction, differential equation, auxiliary angle. Question 13, differential equation again, but this looks suspect. Arrangement around a circle, vectors, velocity, acceleration vectors, and some, you know, like, hey, that's only question 13, so it can't be the worst worded binomial normal distribution question. Question 13E, okay, so it's some kind of like Pascal's identity. I don't even know, like, what is this? Like, this is very strange. Like, how do you get 1 mark for that? Prove that the product, oh, it's probably some like pigeonhole rubbish. Question 14B, projectiles, some kind of trig equation, vector junk. Another inverse, lovely, and E is polynomials. Fascinating. Okay, yeah, are we ready to start writing out the solutions? There you go. Are the same as New South Wales. Appreciate it, not a cat. Took me too long to get. We're gonna get to it in a second. I'm just gonna go grab like the exam paper so I'm not scrolling up and down everywhere. Man, do you guys reckon like? Okay, all right. Let's do a poll. Actually, we can't do polls on YouTube. What's the poll that I can actually do all the questions in the time allocated? Like, I mean, honestly, this looks hard. Like, I don't think I can get more than, like, I've already lost 2 marks. Oh man, this is hard. All right, let's lock in, guys. We're gonna get to question 11 now. Let's go. Question 11. Let's not get anything wrong. 11A. 1 on 1 minus x squared, x minus 2. They don't even care about the domain, so we're not going to bother with the domain because I don't think that's going to be in the marking criteria either. So we're going to have this, we're going to have this, we're going to have this, and we're going to have this. And they don't care about domain and range, and neither do we. So moving on to the next one. Solve this. Oh, yuck. So going straight to the double angle expansion. I love how they put sine theta on the left hand side. Oh, between 0 and pi. Interesting. That's a bit unusual. So we got a just a regular sine theta. 2 cos minus 1 equals 0 for 3 marks. You gotta watch out for here. So sine theta equals 0. We're gonna get a quick graph between 0 and pi. And I don't know, like, this looks dodgy. Like, I reckon students who have practiced so much on the 2 pi questions, they don't realize only want a 0 and pi on this one. And then cos theta equals to a half. Related angle is pi on 3, and we only cared about the first quadrant anyway, so, like, it's just going to be that. We're not going to go to 2 pi. So theta here is just pi on 3. So therefore, theta equals to 0, pi on 3, and pi. Still suspect. A bit dodgy. Did anyone get caught out by the lack of the 2 pi? That's crazy. That's not very nice. Integral of sine 3x cos x. Yeah. Yeah, always look at the domain. Yeah, it's good to look at the domain, isn't it? Something so dodgy about that one, my goodness. Okay, so this is like the thingy formula. So we're just gonna straight into it. I think there's a half in the formula, isn't it? If I'm not mistaken. So we have this, and we have this other one. straight into the products of sums. Sine 4x plus sine 2x dx for 2 marks. That's a bit of effort for 2 marks. Wow. I just don't get good vibes from this exam at all. This is already starting off not easy. Like the multiple choice already destroyed me. Talk about cozy irony right there. Let's look at D. Sketch the graph of this. Oh, a third and cos inverse of 2x. So we got this guy. It's dilated horizontally by a scale factor of a half. So we're gonna get something like this. Gonna get a half here, minus a half here. We're gonna get pi on 3 on that intercept. On the maximum value, and this will be pi on 6. Okay, that's part D. Part E, for what value of m is the vector parallel to the, oh gosh, I think m is 3, because that's how you make them parallel. Let's see. The roots of this, so we're going to have gamma plus beta plus alpha equals to alpha beta gamma, and that's going to be minus 6 on 2 over the minus 1 on 2. Here we've got a minus 3. Yeah, you just work that out, guys. It's just 6. No, it's not 6. It's minus 6. Just kidding. Okay, good. G, this equals to pi on 6 to pi on 3 of the, how's that thing go again? A half plus a half cos of the double angle formula. So a half times x plus 1 on 12 sine, and the fractions are pretty out of control on this exam. And now we have to like work out the definite integral. So a bit of effort to do there. That's going to be pi on 6 plus sine of, well, I guess that's just a 0, right? Like, yeah, okay. All right, plus 0 minus pi on 12 plus 0, which gives us a pi on 12. So that's question 11 cleaned up. I hate trig, so annoying. First dot point of in the new syllabus. I don't know, products of sums are under extension 2. I don't know why I hate trigonometry. Don't say that about extension 2. May as well spam before it gets moved to, yeah, spam the products of sums. Hey, just go for it. All right, that's question 11 out of the way. Question 12. Here we go. Question 12. The radius r. Okay. So a equals to half r squared theta equals to 10, using that formula because it's in radians. So we've got theta equals to 20 over r squared. Okay. We got d theta dt equals to d theta dr times by dr dt. D theta dr is going to be, it's so annoying, minus 40 over r cubed if you're doing the derivative, dr dt. And they've given you plenty of information. They gave you 2. So that's a 2. So 2 equals to, yep, radius is 4 cubed. This feels dodgy. So we have a 128 over minus 40. What a weird number. That's going to give us a 32 over 10, 16 over 5. Let's just call it minus 3.2. How about that? Any minus 3.2s in chat? Because I really can't be bothered checking this on my calculator. Minus 3.2s in chat. That's 12a. We'll do 12b on the side here to just save some space. This is where the test got real. Damn. Okay, question number part B. Hyperbola, the y-axis, minus 3.2s. Yep, cheers guys, amazing, appreciate it. and the lines y equals 1 and 1 and a is rotated about the y-axis when the region is rotated about. So they want the answer in terms of a? Okay, and that means x equals 1 on y. So we're just basically integrating from 1 to a with a pi of x squared dy. Nothing crazy about it. I don't know what the a is doing. Can't they just give us a number? Come on, like Nessa, this paper's hard enough already. Like why are you doing this? 1 to a. So we got 1/3 of a cubed minus 1/3. Like, I don't think there's anything else to that. Oh wait, I think I like can't integrate. Sorry. I haven't even. No one saw that. Wait, this is saved on YouTube forever, isn't it? Wait, chat. That was embarrassment. Yes, I know how to do this, guys. Like, trust me, I know how to do this. Yeah, I think that's better. Whoops. Okay, I've got to focus up. Yeah, this thing units cubed. Okay. These numerical values are just like not giving me a lot of confidence. Like I don't know. I actually honestly don't know what's going on with these questions. I do hope that the actual candidates who do this like have practiced and I know what they're doing. Sheesh. Question C. Proof by mathematical induction. Okay, we'll do it for n equals 1. Left hand side equals to 1 times 1 factorial, which is 1. Right hand side equals to 1 plus 1, okay, factorial, minus 1, which equals to 2. Okay, no, 1. 2 minus 1 is 1, chat. Assume for n equals k, we're going to have 1 times, I don't want to write out all this, like, but you have to because it's like the marking criteria. So we're going to try to do this as efficiently as possible because I know that I've been pretty slow this exam. This has been a hard exam so far. I'm just not looking forward to what 13 and 14 brings us. RTP for n equals to k plus 1. We have to write all that again. Let's just check chat to make sure that I haven't stuffed up the earlier question. I like to write the second and last term because that way you can know. Okay, and you want to prove this is k plus 1 plus 1, which is k plus 2 factorial minus 1. Yeah. X and y basically, except I failed to like integrate x. Yeah, well, you get the idea. Left hand side equals to basically the thing by assumption, k plus 1 factorial minus 1 plus, oh, this is trivial. This is a very nice induction question, very easy by assumption, which equals to, by factorizing the k plus 1 out, 1 plus k plus 1, which equals to the right hand side. Therefore, true by mathematical induction. Chat, do we lose marks if we just write true by MI? I don't think we do we? I mean, like, that's just pedantic by people if you're making, like, if you're losing marks for that sort of stuff. Find the solution of that. I'm just going to put the thing 4 minus y squared, which is a common integral, equals to integration of 1 dx. That's going to give us inverse sine of 1 on 4, y on 2, I mean, equals to x plus c, subbing in 0 and 1. C equals to pi on 6. Therefore, sine inverse of y on 2 equals to x plus pi on 6. Chat, we're just going to check, find the solution of. Chat, do you think this is full marks? It's a debatable thing, but because it's 3 marks, I'm going to play it safe and call it y equals to 2 sine bracket x plus pi on 6. But I personally don't think I think this is 3 out of 3. What do you guys think? I think this is 3 out of 3. Like, it's a solution. You can't argue that that's not... They didn't say making y the subject. So that's a 3 out of 3 when you reach that point, honestly. Like, you don't need to do the last... That's where I got up to, exactly. I don't think you need to do the last bit. Express that in the form. Chat, like, do you think for the next question, because if you're amazing, you can just write the answer. It's 2 sine, and you know it. You can just try some numbers and you'll just get it, because you know it's going to be root 3 on 2, which is the cos value, so it's pi on 6, and that's it. Tick. Because sine x cos pi on 6 is the root 3 on 2 value, and that's all you need for that one. Number 2. We're going to solve that. So what we're really solving is 2 sine x minus pi on 6. Just making sure, like that's exactly what we have, equals 1. So I like to change my domain because there's something dodgy that could happen, but let's just check that nothing dodgy happens. We got 11 pi on 6 on the far end of what we're trying to solve. Related angle is equals to a half. I don't think there's a problem on this one, to be fair. We got pi on 6. We got 5 pi on 6 because it's a sine function. Right, we got that branch and that branch. We're going to add 2 pi to it, so 7 pi on 6. And last, this almost makes me think I need to... Chat, do you know what I'm like bothered by? Because this is at the end point. Huh? Wait. That should not happen. I think it's the cos ones that do this. The sine ones do not really have a problem. I'm just... Hey guys, is this like schizo takes here? Like, am I going crazy? Because it's fine, right? It's honestly fine. This is fine. Yeah, only causes have that problem. Causes can get an extra solution because of the... this is fine. We do not need a minus pi on 6 on this value because it's not true. Okay, schizo takes, but four solutions as expected. Wait, why is it wait, what am I doing? I'm actually going schizo. I'm actually going, what am I doing? Guys, I'm like, this is insane. This is madness. Like, first of all, that's wrong. That's just, like, literally, what? No, it's fine. Wait. I can't solve an equation to save my life. What am I doing? Alright, that's out. That's not a thing. Those are not things. This is wrong, and those are our 2 solutions. I was thinking, like, why am I getting, like, extra solutions, and why am I, like, going into the 3rd quadrant? Like, because in my head I was going into, like, the 2nd revolution for some weird reason. Like, alright, we got 12. We got 12 done, guys. We got 12 done. That was shaky. That was not good. Question 13. Yes. Bouts has no aura. You didn't adjust it. I did adjust domain. I was just going schizo thinking that there's another revolution when there isn't. It's just this. It's just pi on 3 to pi. Pi on 3 and pi. Phew. He just fixed it. Yeah. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Sine is positive, my guy. Oh, yeah. Sine is definitely positive. Phew. Goodness me. Okay. So dy dx equals to 5 on y. And we've got some conditions as well. What's this question? Okay. I'm getting, like, suspicious. Why is this 3 marks and why is it here? We already done one earlier. Huh? Oh, I see what they're trying to do. Naughty Nessa. So y equals -4. we're going to sub in 0 minus 4. We're going to get half times 16 equals to c. So c is definitely an 8, yeah? So we got a half y squared equals to 5x plus 8. Y squared equals to plus minus the square root of 10x plus 16, but wait, that's a y, my bad. The y is negative. Wait, is that it? That was it since wait. Oh, it's a function, of course. Yeah, since y is less than 0 in the branch. I still feel like, is that it for 3 marks? I don't know. Like, I mean, I'm sure that's what they wanted us to do, but you just almost think, given the paper so far, there's more thinking involved in this, but I really have to move on. 8 guests that's seated at a round table refuse. So we're going to call guest the angry person number 1 to be the fixed point, and around the circle there's going to be 7 other seats, and angry guest number 2 can go over here, 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 and not any other spots. So we have a 5 choose 1 situation for angry guest number 2, followed by a 6 factorial for the arranging the other people. I think you can get away with just writing the thing, but I'll give you guys the answer to that one. 6 factorial times by 5 equals to 3,600. Sheesh. Should have reread the question. Easiest combinatorics ever. Those were gift marks. It's weird. Yeah, it's weird. Pretty generous. Still easy. Yeah, I mean, that was it. Like, I love combinatorics, but like, yeah, that was it for that question. I hope everyone did the best way, which is the fixed point method for this. Okay, position vector. Okay, so we got velocity vector is going to be, I hate IJ notation. Don't know about you, but I just hate writing it. So we're just going to go straight into the other notation, 2t over 9. The acceleration vector is going to be 0 and 2 over 9. What do we want here? We want the angle between them is pi on 4. So the dot product, oh, I don't want to do that. That's so boring. Vt dot at over the magnitude of them equals to cos pi on 4. Very strange. 2t squared, no, 4t 81, 4t over 81 over, I don't want to do this, 1 squared plus 2 4t squared over 81 times by 4t squared. Chat, is this really what they want us to do? I'm like kind of bummed by this. Like, really? Really? And we want to find t, right? I want to find t. For 4 marks. That's a heck of a lot of work. Like, I don't have the patience for this, guys. Come on. Alright, we're gonna move the junk to this side. We're going to times the root 2 over, so we've got a 4 root 2t over 81. We're going to get 1 plus 4t squared over 81. Unless I'm getting sidetracked by something severely misinterpreting the question. What is this? What? Squared. We're going to times both sides by 81 squared, but let me just expand that real quick. Oh boy. 4 sets of 81 t squared plus 16 t4 equals to 32 t squared I don't know what 81 times 4. 324 minus 32 is 324 minus 32 is 292. And t squared, 292 I'm sure is a multiple of 16, but let's just do that on the calc just in case. 292 divided by 16 is 18.25. What am I doing? Let's just check. Okay, 4 times 81 minus 32 is 292. 18.25? Really? Plus... Huh? Hold up. Chat, what is going on? What is going on? Oh boy. The magnitude, the what? The angle between velocity vector and acceleration vector is pi on 4, yeah. Okay, 4t over 81, yeah. The thing on the bottom looks okay, I guess. And I squared both sides. Oh! Oh, I was thinking like what was going on. We need to make an adjustment. So that's wrong. There's no t squareds there. That's wrong. That's out. That means we basically can just kill all this and start again. Okay. 4 on 81 plus 16t squared on 81 equals to squared 32 t squared on 81 squared. So 324 plus 16t squared equals to 32. Okay, all right. I think I'm going crazy. I think we're going to take both t's for this question. 20.25, I think that's 4.5. So plus minus 9 on 2 is the value of t, and both of these will work. I don't know, my arithmetic errors are out of control lately. Like, that's just embarrassing. Let's move on to D, please. Oh boy, there shouldn't be a T. Your magnitude of A is wrong. Oh, not a cat. Don't worry, I had to redo this question because I added them. Oh boy, yeah. Like this algebra just like is so nerve-wracking. It's just whatever's going on is it's just it, right? Like you just got to deal with it. 100. Okay, so we got a binomial thing here. Let x be the number of times the green counter is selected, some of which are green. So we don't know p. Interesting. So we got x is distributed as a binomial where you got 100 trials and an unknown probability that the green counter is selected. Given that p of x, okay, E of x is 20. So doesn't that mean 100 times p equals to 20? So basically just they're telling us that p is at 1/5, okay? They want to find the value of k, got it. So we want to find p of x greater than equals k equals to 0.0668 and find the value of k. So that means p of x is less than or equals to k is equals to 1 minus that. So 0.9332. And checking the thing, we know that we're searching for 0.9332 on the cumulative distribution. 9332 is at 1.5. So we know that p of z less than or equals to 1.5 is equals to 0.9332 from the table. So therefore k is like, we just need to find k. So this thing minus mu over sigma equals to 1.5. I guess mu is equals to what we said before was 20, and sigma is the square root of 100 times 1/5 times 4/5, which equals to 1.5. k minus 20 equals square root of all that stuff. I don't really want to do it, but that's going to be 4 times 4, that's root 16, that's 4. So that's going to be a 6. And k equals to 26. Any 26s in chat? 26s? I'm pretty sure. Wait. Yeah, that's fine. 26s in chat, I'm pretty sure it's fine. Alright, cool. We got 13. We got one more question in 13. 26s in chat. T is not equals to minus 9 on 2. And what makes you say that? That's interesting. Why is T not? Oh, right. Because, oh, guys, guess what? Because T is positive. Look, I think I just got flustered, all right, guys, by the my bad algebra. 26 is in time. Time is not negative. Time is not negative, guys. Time is not negative. You gotta hit it first. You heard it hit first. But to be honest, why can't time be negative? Like, who said time? It's an arbitrary designation. Like, I could say that this time yesterday is minus 24 hours from now. Did your head just explode a little bit? Okay, so here it is. So what is this one marker? We're not really proving anything, are we? We're just kind of going, don't we just let, oh yeah, because they rearranged it. So we just let n equals m plus 1. Is that it for that question? We just literally just let it be n plus 1, and then away we go. So n and r is just capital R. So m plus 1, choose capital R, equals to m, choose r minus 1, plus m, choose r. Yay! So therefore m, choose r, equals to m plus 1, r minus m, r minus 1. Okay, now in part 2. This looks like a telescoping series. I'm gonna try m equals to 2000 and r equals to 2000. Let's just see what happens here. 2000, choose 2000, equals to 2001, choose 2000. Yeah, that's pretty good. Minus 2, Wait. I just need to make sure I'm not Oh, I forgot to. I didn't even get the. How about plus 1, guys? Plus 1. Plus 1's in chat. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. Can we just rewrite that? M, choose R. I'm not even reading the question. M plus 1. R plus 1. Is that what their answer is? Yep. Okay. My bad, guys. My bad. Mea culpa. Okay, here we go. We got this. Let's go back to this. That's wrong. That's pretty bad. 2000. 2001. Choose 2001. It's not even the year 2001. What year are we in? 2000. Wait, hold up, guys. Hi. What's going on here? Like, is this defined? Wait. Isn't this just 1? I think that's just 1. So we're gonna leave that as 1. Okay. We're gonna do the next one up. We're gonna go m equals to 2001 and r equals to 2000. Sheesh. Okay. 2001. Choose 2000. These plus 1s are like. I'm getting confused by the plus 1s. 2001. Oh man, I don't know. Like what? I need to write down a few more of these. But do you guys feel sometimes like you just can't be bothered? We're gonna have to write one more of this, and also probably write the one at the end, huh? So 2002 to 2000. 2002, 2000, 2000 and what? Wait. 2003? What am I doing? Why am I struggling with this question? 2001, 2001. Oh, that's right, because I got that one wrong. Guys, I don't know, I'm crashing out. I don't feel cozy at all. Like, I can't even line up the numbers. It is 2002 over here, and I don't know what number I'm putting in there. That's just one. That's one. What? My head hurts. Chat. What's this? I no longer see a pattern. Like, this commenced as a routine telescoping exercise. I no longer am sure what's going on. Do you guys sometimes feel like you know how to do the question and then suddenly you don't? I feel this way right now. Okay, no. Alright, guys, we gotta... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Alright. We're good. That was not... That was crazy. Like, I don't even know what's going on anymore. I'll just have to write you guys the last one. 5-1, I guess. I feel like to get full marks, you do need to actually write out some of this. Okay, now we're ready to delete everything by adding all of them together. So we got this deleted by that and all that. This is going to get deleted by that, and there's a 1 plus 1. So we say that the left-hand side equals to 1 minus 1, and then lastly plus 250. I don't know what the marking criteria is going to be like, but you definitely need to show how that got destroyed by the extra 1 that you had at the beginning, which equals to the right-hand side. I feel like that's part of the working that's needed. I feel tired, guys. How much time we got left? We got about 55 minutes to do question 14. Let's go. Question 14. Oh boy. Yeah, we just everyone. I felt like I spent too long on this question, Ragnar said. Yeah. Where's Club Blob gone? Where's Club Blob, guys? That's crazy. Prove that the product of any 7 distinct factors. Any 7? Guys, like, we've got 60s and we've got 7s. Alright, well, let's go. 60. We've got factors of 60. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Shouldn't we just pair them up? Like, you got like this, 30, 20, 15, 12. Okay, so, I think it's just, wait, have I missed one? 6 and 10. Alright, so basically what we just do is we basically create these categories for them. Okay, so we got 1 and 60. That's one category. I've seen this question before. Like, I feel like people have done this question before in one of the Cambridge books, or like one of the textbooks. Does anyone in chat know what I'm talking about? Like, I feel like this question has been seen before. And basically you got 6 categories, and all you have to do is you just go, yeah, okay, by the pigeonhole principle, at least one pair will get both numbers. Therefore, has a multiple of 16. Of 60, sorry. So that's the answer to that question. Yeah, look, it's the pigeonhole principle, but a creative one. I feel like this has appeared in a textbook before. Now, I mean, there's like, I don't think there's like a nice other way of doing it. Yeah, like how would you be doing this question? I mean, you could take the decomposition of each of these numbers, and you can be like, okay, we got like 1, and we got 2, 3, got a 2 squared. That's gonna go crazy, isn't it? And then you got a 2 times 3, and you got the next one is 2 times 5. What is this? 2 squared times 3. 3 times... I'm just like trying something, guys. Just bear with me for a second, chat. And 3 times 5. 60 is going to be... That's everything. That's just 60. So what we want to do is we want to just ignore the 60, because by contradiction we can like just leave out 60. So we do what we call a worst case scenario. We don't have 60. And what we're trying to do is basically explain or argue that if we pick any 7 of this, we will get enough for everything. Okay, so what we can do is we can say, hey, we're definitely going to pick 1, because that will try our best to not get anything. That means out of this, we need to pick 6 of these rows. Out of all of this, we need to choose 6. That's pretty crazy though. Like, how do you pick 6 of these and like, so what we say is we can say, hey, if we try our best to not get any 5s, we're definitely going to get a 5 by the pigeonhole principle, because we can go like this, this, and this. We're basically having to get a 5. Okay, we have to get a 5, so 5 is in. Tick. Or we can say, hey, let's try our best to not get any 3s, but we will get a 3 because we only want 1 3. So we can say, hey, if we picked these, we are still going to get a 3. So 3 is in. Tick. And now you think, well, we want to get like at least 2 powers of 2. You need to get a 2 squared now. How do we get 2 squared? We can try our best to minimize our 2s, and we can, after picking about 3 numbers, we have run out of spaces, and we are definitely going to get a 2. Literally is in after about 3, maybe 4 picks, because we can go like this way. We can go like this way. We can go like this way. We can be like, let's try this one, this one, this one, the 3, the 5, and then after picking that, we've got room to pick 2 more, and the best we can do is after about 5 picks, you've reached a 2 squared, and therefore by trying really hard to choose 6 numbers out of these all these numbers, these rows, you have successfully gotten all the prime factors you are needed to oh, I forgot to cancel out the 2, but you guys know what I'm saying. Like, I think to get a 5, you only need 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so you need to like pick 6s, like 6 picks, so which is good. So to get a 5, you're basically gonna have to like cancel out everything, and you'll pretty much have to force yourself to not get a 5. Like, guys, I just gave you an alternative solution. Okay, it's doable with our argument. Was anyone crazy enough to do this? Like, it probably could be written out a bit better. Or did everyone just were cool and picked the good answer for this question 14A? Easy patrol, I guess. What the heck is this proof? What's my opinion on pigeons? Estimate the average age of an epic maths viewer. Just write it down and pray for a mark. Felt bit, yeah, okay, interesting. You should have written Dirichlet's box instead of pigeonhole's principle. Should have written down pigeonhole principle. Yeah. Look, to be fair, troll, I guess. Yep, we're trolling. We're definitely just trolling, guys. Alright, points A and B lie vertically above the origin, and OA on OB is equals K. So we got OA on OB equals to K. What the hell is this proof? 14B was not it. This looks kind of hard. This looks kind of hard, guys. Not gonna lie. A particle is projected from point A with velocity u. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna like call this like B or something. I don't know. Like we're gonna call the height H. All right, let's call it H. So we're gonna call OB equals to capital H and OA equals to K times capital H. So what we're going to set up is the two particles. The higher particle is going to have the following the following things. The particle is projected, so we're going to have x equals to capital U times t, where t is the time since the first particle departed. Okay, so that's this, and the lower one is going to have this particular equation, x equals 2. Now, because it's the time since the first particle departed, the lower one has a higher speed, but it gets less time to travel because t seconds have already passed. So when t equals to t, that's when you've just started with x, right? That equals to 0. That's the main insight that you need to be able to get with the question like this. We're going to go y, and I'm going to spare you all the derivations. We're just going to go minus a half gt squared plus the height that the first particle was given, which is capital KH, K capital H. This one, minus a half g. Did they say what g was? Did they care? No, they didn't. T minus capital T squared plus just regular h. So basically all you have to do is just make sure that when they land. Let's have a land on the ground in the same place. So we want the same range for their distance. So we're going to have y equals to here, 0, which leads us to t squared on this situation to be this. Let me just work this out for you all. T squared half g. T squared equals to k capital H over g times 2. All right. T equals to, I don't really appreciate the square roots on my extension 1 papers. Okay, so therefore x equals to u times this giant square root. On this one, you want y equals 0 also, and that's going to give t minus t capital T squared equals to, no k's anymore, 2h over g. So t equals to the positive square root, I'm going to guess, 2h over g, because it's positive. It's got to be positive. T plus, okay, because like obviously you don't want minus, you don't want to be like having negative travel time, so you basically just say, yeah, that's positive since t minus t is positive, and therefore the other x value is nice. The t's actually cancel out, guys. The t's actually cancel out. So what you're gonna get is you're gonna get this guy, guys. Low key, you know what, guys? Like, how many marks do you think you would get if you did not consider these guys altogether and just pretended this question was you guys know what I'm saying? Like, I almost feel like if this wasn't even incorporated into the question, out of 4 chat, what would you get? Because these two guys are equal. So basically, all you have is u root k equals to v, and that's it. So what do you think? What do you think, chat? Like, if you did not even care about the gap in the time between the two particles, and all you cared about is when they landed, having the same range, everyone, what's your take? 3 out of 4? I forgot the big T when I did it because it didn't even affect the result. Yeah, so not a cow. What do you feel like about that? Would you say that this would still lend you with a 3 out of 4? I didn't learn this, Lamal. That's tricky. Like, I mean, it's ideal if you can get this question, but if you forgot, chat, the T and the minus T, what do you guys think? Big T is not... Yeah, but why is it in the question, guys? Why is it in the question? Like, the question comes out so nice, right, where the T's deleting. Like, big T is not even, like, relevant or changes the difficulty of the question. Glad you didn't know about the NASA embargo on releasing the paper till... Why? Why are they embargo? Taiweb, what's up? What's up? You know, no. Lock in, guys. Taiweb, give me the rundown. What's up here? Do I need to take this video down? Because if I have to, I will. Like, what's happening, everybody? Does anyone else know about this? Because I'm pretty sure this paper's everywhere in the tutoring colleges. I might like hold off on the letting this live video do the, what's it called, self-publish. Do we lose a mark? I think you would have. I feel like you haven't considered all the information in the question, but 3 out of 4 I would say is optimistic for this question. What do you guys reckon? Any votes in chat for 3? For 3 if you've got T? Yeah, we would. I reckon we would. I think the question clearly made it that you, like, they impacted at the same time, but that wasn't even useful. Like, these two particles have no interaction with each other apart from having some ratio between the heights that they started from. Like, for all we know, the second particle could have started 100 years later and still achieved the same thing. What do you guys think? Yeah? You could say, question, poorly designed, as the second particle can take its bloody time. Let's just say can take its time and has no influence on the answer. Interesting. Okay. T changes nothing, guys. Amazing. Love to hear it. Love to hear it, guys. Awesome. Awesome. Should we keep going? Tyveb, can I just read something? Wait, it's because students... What? Oh, man. Are we even allowed to be doing this right now, then? Am I going to be in trouble? Manswell got hit by Nessa on their Facebook. They took down for 1 day. I don't want to be hit by Nessa, guys. Chat, are we in trouble? Hat 3 out of 4. Yeah, I think 3 out of 4 is fair because the markers will probably be looking for some engagement with the conditions of the question. However, the marking committee might decide, hey, this question also sucks, just like Epic Maths said it sucked, and therefore 4 out of 4 for everyone who can even just do the question in its essence, which had no relevance with T. Sick. Don't stop, Raincoat, don't stop. Thought 1 was shot after the first landed. That's what I mean, Ender. Wait. We're going to finish the paper off? Alright, guys. Chat, we're going to finish the paper off, but I might hold off on releasing the video. I think that's probably the best thing to do. Can I suggest, chat, I can't stop you from this, but can you please not take any, like, screen recordings or, like, you know, anything about that? If Ness is doing that, because we already did that for extension 2, and I haven't heard anything back, but at the same time, remember this channel has no representation on my employer, you know, like, it has no representation, like, I do not represent the voice, whatever that copy pasta is. You guys know what I'm talking about, the copy pasta? Like, we ain't representative of anybody. We're just a nobody bozo on the internet who happens to like maths, and nothing's going on. I don't want to be in trouble, guys. Help, please. All right, number C. Okay. O is the origin. We've got 2 points, 2 position vectors, analog of a clock. How fascinating. T is greater than 0 again, past midnight. Guys, I never realized a clock can be modeled parametrically like this. How cool is that? I'm just admiring the coolness of this question right now. That's so cool. Like, do you guys see it? Like, 360 is the number of minutes. Whoa. Wait. What's T? Wait, I'm like, isn't T like seconds? I'm just fascinated by the parametrics of this. Like, so A is the minutes hand, I guess? No, the other one's the minutes hand because it rotates really, really slow. Like, the period is 2 pi over pi theta over 360. So we're gonna have like 720. Huh? Is the period? So when T goes from 0 to 720, we go back a whole huh? I'm just really fascinated by this, guys. Like, I just want to know, like, what the initial position was and everything. Like 0, 1, yeah. 0, 1, it starts there, and every 720 minutes? Seconds? Huh? Chad, do you know what I'm sort of battling with right now? How is this a clock? What is T? Minutes. 720 minutes? What sort of clock is this? Oh, it's the hour hand. Oh. Whoa. Well, guys, legit, I'm not trolling. I'm just admiring this parametrics. Oh, that's cool. That is neat. That is neat. And then the other hand is doing this with a period of 2 pi over. Guys, I'm pretty sure none of this is relevant to the question, is it? 60. Oh, yeah. A minutes hand, hours hand. Nice. I'm just talking so much crap. Can I even do the rest of the paper in time? Am I just stalling, guys? We're just like generating brain rot content right now. Find the values of t when the hands are perpendicular for the first and second time after midnight. Don't we just dot product that and that's the end? Like, what's up with that? So 2 sine. I don't want to write all this so many times though. Sine pi t over 30 plus 2 cos. Wait, Chad, is this not just like compound angle formula, or am I deluding myself right now? What's up with that? Equals 0. That's just compound angle. What? But we already solved one of these in our paper earlier today. What's going on? Low key, I'm gonna take the other one as the first one. And that one's actually on our reference sheet, everybody. I don't know, like, what's up with that? That's times 12, so 11 pi t over 360 equals to our cos angle stat points. Is that it? How is this a hard question? 11t equals to 180 and 540. T equals to 180 over 11, or 540 over 11 minutes. And it wants 3 decimal places. I'm just going to give that to you with my calculator. I don't know, is that it? Like, why is this there? Oh, that's weird. 49.090. Oh, well, 3 decimal places is a 1, I guess. Alright, we'll just write one more line. And 49.091. What? Paper was easy, low-key. At least I got a Victor Stroken. Got it. Nessa throwing an analog clock, the throw of all youngsters. Yeah. Other than they were a bit scuffed. Since 4U wasn't cool at all, not gonna lie, some dragon didn't like 4U. Hours of paper chat. Does 50? I reckon 56 is an easy E4. Theo Walsh, like, surely. Okay. So let's do 14D. Now 14D. Let's see what this one's about. This is like the inverse function one. Y equals to cos inverse of sine x in the domain 0 to pi. And they don't even want the endpoints of the domain. Very interesting how, like, these guys are not. So y dash equals to, knowing our derivative formula is this thing, times by cos x. Now, chat, like, I'm pretty sure you guys know that this is not cos squared x. I hammer this year after year, but people don't, like, you see, the thing is, like, when you listen to your teachers and they're like, this is not, chat, when you listen to your teachers, this is not this, you got to pay attention, right? Because that concept will show up in a question like this, because you now have to think, okay, this is actually the absolute value of cos x, and of course, depending on the where x is, you're going to have problems, right? So let's have a look at what goes on. You got the absolute value of cos x, and basically you apply the branch function notation. So when x is between 0 and pi on 2, we have a positive value for cos, so we got minus cos x over cos x, because we don't need to absolute value anything. And when x is between pi on 2 to whatever that is, the pi, that's negative, so we're going to have the negative of what's in the absolute value sign. And when x equals to the pi on 2, it's undefined because it's like nothing's going on there. So basically, that's why it's 3 marks, guys, because you're going to get -1 for 0 to pi on 2, or 1 for pi on 2 to pi non-inclusive. And of course, I don't think you need to say undefined. I do have a problem with the wording of the question. The wording should have said where f dash x is defined, not where it is defined. Or you can say where f of x is differentiable. So I do have a bit of a problem with the wording of the question, okay? Not it. What's it? Like the original function? It's, of course it's defined. Does anyone share my sentiment about the wording could be a bit better on this question? You should graph it for fun. I'll graph it for you guys for fun. Here it is. It's literally like it's got a gradient of 1, and we've got x equals 0, cos inverse of 0 is pi. It's the zigzag. It's the zigzag, my friends. And what happens at pi on? Yeah. That's weird. Wait. Oh yeah, that's pi on 2. Guys, this is the graph of it. That's what we have here. Okay. That's what we have here. Club Blob, no worries, mate. Yes, the inclusive bits will not be differentiable anyway. Okay, we don't really need the inclusive bits. I feel like they'll just give 3 out of 3 if you manage to get basically this answer. You basically got 3 out of 3. You don't have to say where it's undefined because it's naturally implied by the question anyway. So this will be a 3 out of 3 answer for that one. Now we're up to the very last question. Question 14e. It is given that this are 3 real roots of the polynomial equation plus bx squared plus cx. What's going on? Another b and another c? Oh. And c is not equals to 1. Why do they say that? B and c are just real. Find the smallest positive value of alpha plus beta plus gamma. Fascinating. Smallest possible value. So basically they want the smallest possible value of minus b. Given, what's tan got to do with it? Let's write it out. Oh, no. Oh. Whoa. What's that? I'm going to give you guys the product as well, just because I think it's involved in this question somehow. Let's just do the pairs as well. But why? It better not be what I think it's going to be. If it's what I think it's going to be, I'm going to be very angry. I'm going to be so angry. I'm going to be so angry if I think it is what I think it is. I never teach this because I assume that they axed it and they nuked it out of the syllabus. but if it is what I think it is, I'm not happy at all. Okay, 3 real roots. So you got these 3 roots, right? And they're of like a sort of a tan form. Okay, but why? Why is that? I've got how long to do this question? I've got about half an hour, guys. We can sit here and yap about it. I'm not reading any spoilers in chat because I kind of I'm curious about this one now. What's so funky about this is that it's a polynomial, right? And you know that there are 3 roots, and these tan values could literally be anything. And they want you to minimize the angles that go into the tans, which is fascinating, I guess. So what's up with this? Like, what are we doing here, chat? What are we doing? I'm sort of getting the vibe, okay? And I really don't want to do this. I really don't want to do this because it's not in the syllabus. Well, at least it's implied to not be in the syllabus, but we're going to have to do it. It's the transformations of roots from one bunch of roots to another. They don't even do this in 4 unit. What are we doing here, chat? We're going to try it because I have no other ideas at the moment. So we're going to say let x equals to tan theta. So we're gonna have tan cubed theta. But then I'm not so sure about this either. It's probably some algebra, to be honest. Like, it's probably you don't need this. Yeah, it might be just tan. Yes. Doesn't do anything for me. I got nothing. How do we get alpha plus beta plus gamma? Smallest positive value of the angles. It's not like this transformation gives us anything useful. 3 roots of the polynomial equation. It's like, okay. 3 real roots, you say. Should we do like? Oh no. Oh no, do not tell me. We're thinking about something else right now. No, -1 didn't work. I tried to do the factor theorem. Okay. C is not 1. Why do they say that? Why do they say that C is not 1? What's so special about having 1 there? This is a great question, guys. I can't see it straight away. I'd be very stressed if I had to do this. 3 real roots. Oh, wait. Let's try something else. Is it this? This concept has occurred before. We got these roots, right? So what we can do is, we know that the double roots could be where they are above and below, because that's what creates real roots. I'm still not confident that we can get what we want. How's that helpful? It's not helpful, guys. Oh, I'm so stumped. I'm so stumped, chat. This is not nice. Like, I don't think we can even get a 1 out of 3 for just writing out the products and sums of roots. Like, I think there's, like, you know what I think though, is that there is something really cool about just the way that all these roots interact. And let me show you what I'm talking about here. Okay, so we got all this, and if we were to somehow happen to add them together, the C's will cancel out, but the B's wouldn't, unless I've done the last one wrong. So minus D on A, so 1 minus B minus C. Yeah, okay. Chad, do we want to try this? I wanna have a crack at this idea. Why is that any good? I mean, that gives us a lot of stuff. That gives us like the product 1 minus B minus C. And it gives us minus all the goodies, all the grouping in pairs, I guess. Why do I want to minus them all and group them pairs? Like, that doesn't look good. And then we have a singles plus all the singles. I almost feel like it's better to kind of do the other way. Let's do the pluses instead. Plus the C's, plus the pairs, but we also have to plus that one as well. So that's no fun. And this doesn't really achieve what the point of this question is either. Phew. Guys, this is harder than 4 unit. Can we say this is harder than 4 unit? Like, we've got 20 minutes to come up with something for this question. I can't do it. Smallest positive value of a plus b plus are the 3 real roots of the polynomial equation. Why are those a's, b's and c's like that? Three real roots. What? And I'm sure like the answer could be in terms of B and C as well. Like the answer could be in terms of B and C. Oh. What's going on here? 3 real roots. 3 real roots. They're not integers either. What's special about this thing? Should we just chuck them all together, because I low-key just don't have anything else for you all. So we're gonna chuck all this together. What's that do for us anyway? Okay. Yeah. I just need to make sure that the product of the roots are like under control. So minus 1 minus b minus c. Okay. So we're going to chuck it all together. I'm not sure if this is a waste of time though. Real test of resilience. How is this cozy? Oh boy. Okay, alright. Lock in. We're gonna have this other thing. Okay. You know, sometimes like you just have to think, yeah, let's have a go at, let's do this. What do we have to lose, right? Like sometimes you just have to sort of think in life. When there's nothing else to try, you just try the only thing you can think of, which is this. And sometimes, like, I've got a student that I can think of that would do this probably as the first thing that they try. And you never know. Like, if this was what Nessa was intending as the last question, I mean, great. Like, yes, sometimes you just grind your face into the question and hope it works out. I don't know how it's going to work out yet though, chat. I'm just yapping right now. Over 1 minus I'm seeing like positive things about to happen here. We're gonna have tan alpha plus tan beta plus tan gamma minus A, B, C, because I'm starting to abbreviate them because I really couldn't be bothered. Okay, and over here we're gonna have 1 minus AB, yeah, minus CA minus CB. That's literally everything. And what's our condition about all of this stuff? We know that ABC equals to 1 plus A plus B plus C minus the pairs plus AC plus BC. So we got A plus B plus C minus 1. I'm just making sure I got everything right. We've got the ABCs going on here, guys. ABCs in chat. ABCs, let's do it. Let's do it. We're gonna minus all of this rubbish. Hey, nice, cancelling out. Beautiful. Plus, so we're subbing this in from earlier. This thing, this is your ABC here, okay? That's so scuffed. Like, we're getting this. We're gonna plus the other thing, the pairs. AB plus AC plus BC, and all of this cancels out. All over. Oh, yes. Yes, chat. Yes. I know of one person that got this then. That's the kind of student that I know will get this. Yep. Okay, so alpha plus beta plus gamma. What's the smallest value that will achieve this? This. Amazing, amazing. Congratulations to anyone who got this. Like, I thought it was something a bit more like polynomial concepts based, but it ended up just being an algebra question on substituting. Like, this is such a grind. I mean, oh boy. Oh boy. That's insane. Whoa. Finally, not a cat says. GG, exactly, GG, with about, how much writing time left? About 15 minutes writing time left. Like, that's some insane substitution. Well then. Okay. That's it for 2025. What do you guys think of this paper? Like, just thinking about it, like, compared to like the 2020 to 2024, where do we put it at? Because I thought 2024 was on the easy side, right? So where would you put this one? Given that I finished 2024 with half an hour or like 40 minutes left, and this paper, like, the questions didn't now turn out to be that hard, but I can't see people are gonna, like, a lot of people are gonna get this last one out just because of exam pressure. There's a lot of jank going on here, a lot of like substitution. It's just a giant substitution with a triple angle expansion. Like, it's not something that anyone who's got like non-infinite patience will even consider. Okay, so that one's probably going to be a very low average on 14E. 14D, people are not solid enough on the square root idea, or even they wouldn't even know what this question's asking for apart from just being asked to differentiate. And if you just differentiated it, how would you even mark this? Do you just get 1 out of 3 if you differentiate it and simplify, or 2 out of 3? What do you guys think? 14D, 1 out of 3 or 2 out of 3 if you manage to just simplify this guy to a -1? 1 out of 3, 2 out of 3. Can we get a vote on chat, please, for 14D? So 14D is not exactly that easy. Only full marks suffice for state rank. I feel like there's enough people in the state that can get full marks on this paper. The hands of a clock seems trivial. I don't know why, like, but it's cool, right? I think it's fun, a bit of a fun question. This one, 3 out of 4 if you just, yeah, it's just cool. It's like, t had no influence on the question. Nice. I was just trolling on this one, but there's alternate ways apart from the pigeonhole principle. So I think the markers are going to have the fun reading the other proof. This one's a bit annoying. There's actually there's a giant amount of reasoning that goes into this because you actually have to realize something about the equals 1. Chad, I actually think this is one of the harder ones, this paper. There's some plus minus funny stuff going on here. The algebra, like the amount of arithmetic is quite heavy in this paper as well. And the multiple choice was out of control. So I would say the cutoff will be very, very high for this, very, very low for this question paper. I would say much harder than 2024. What are everyone's opinions about 2025? I'd say 2 out of 3 for just differentiating, and yeah, exactly, especially a question 14 flushes. See, it's debatable, isn't it? Yeah. Stuff reckons it's the easiest. Hat reckons, would you still get 2 out of 3? Hey, Hat, if you manage to get tan equals -1, did you get tan equals -1? Because if you got tan equals -1, I think you'll get at least 2 out of 3. I hope you managed to simplify it down to -1. What would you say the cutoff is? What's the cutoff for last year? Because this will be a bit lower than last year, I would say. Like at least two points lower than last year. What's the cutoff for last year, guys? I don't know. CWSA was hard this year, anyway. Let me just check rawmarks.data for this one. So extension 1, we had last year the cutoff for band 6. It doesn't actually show very easily. I don't know what the cutoff looks like for last year anyway. Why was multiple choice harder than the extended section? Yeah, I agree. Magic 5903, good point. So yeah, I think the overall thing will be harder. Chat, just to troll a little bit, we're gonna wrap out the alternate proof of this question just for a bit of fun. So what we have are these factors that are made up of, so these are the factors, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 12, what's it called, 15, 20, 30, 60. So first of all, you don't want 60 when you're choosing these, right? And you can definitely pick a 1 because that will minimize everything. So that means what you're going to do is you're going to choose, let's say, 5 other factors. And what are we looking for in these other factors? Well, you've got factors of 2, 3, and 5 in all of this. And we're going to do a little chart of all that we have here. 2 and 3, 2 and 5, 2 squared and 3, 3 and 5, 2 squared and 5, 2, 3, and 5. So we're going to have to pick 5 out of this particular table. So what we're trying to do is avoid picking the 5s. Let's have a look. If you pick this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, wouldn't you miss out on all the 5s? Unless I'm like, oh yeah, no, we need to choose 6, my bad. We're going to choose 6 other factors. So even if you, worst case scenario, you pick 6, you're guaranteed a 5. A factor of 5. Let's try to avoid getting 3, so you can pick this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. And after you pick 6, you're guaranteed a 3. Now, let's look at the 2s. We're going to minimize our 2s. We're going to pick this one, this one, this one, and we still got to pick 3 more. If we just pick 2 more of the regular 2s, we're going to pick 5, and we're guaranteed a 2 squared, which therefore guarantees factor of 60. So this is the factor tree method in case you missed the pigeonhole principle concept being tested. But I would say that the markers have to read the solutions very carefully to understand the logic behind this particular proof, but it is a proof. So this yellow key reckons similar to 2023 scaling. Cutoff was 52. Hey, Ibby, I reckon you would. You know why? Because this stuff, the stuff on the last question, like this was the requirement to even get the question off the ground. So if you manage to just list them all, I reckon there's a chance of a 1 out of 3, a pretty good chance of a 1 out of 3, because the rest is just a pile of algebra to get to all this other stuff going on, right? So if you accurately listed the sums and products of roots, why not? Why not? Like there's nothing else you can do. There's this topic doesn't really extend much beyond that. So hopefully that, shows some understanding of the question exactly. Can you explain why x is less than or equals to k and x is not equals to k for 13D? I'll just show you guys 13D right now. 13D. Okay. Right. Now this, without trying to turn this into a this thing, I'll explain this. So what happens here, chat, is that we have a binomial, right? That is you could say a discrete distribution. So what we are really dealing with here is this concept of the histogram column that represents k, and what we really want is this, okay? But because the question actually said you may use the standard normal approximation, because the question actually said that but didn't say how you would do it, what actually happened is this. By them saying the standard normal distribution, we are doing this, they're assuming that you're not using the continuity correction. So they're assuming that this area is 0.0668, okay? And because of that, you don't care. You don't actually care whether you do less than k or less than or equals to k, because you have now converted this question into a continuous distribution, which means you just want the area to the left of the invisible line that is at k. Now, whether that's fair, whether you should be doing the continuity correction and really treating it as like k, let's say k minus a half, because that's the continuity, right? Like I would say NASA have not thought about it that far. Every year they accept all the answers. Like that's what you really want, okay? That's actually what it's really about. And if you were going to do that as if k was a discrete value, oh boy, we're onto something else now. Like that's not fun. That will not reach a nice decimal. Like let's just try it, chat. We're gonna have a go at it, because I feel like you could sort of treat it like this. You could say, hey, they might have done it with the continuity correction. Okay, so let's say we did it with the continuity correction. So what we have here is that the value that they did with the continuity correction was this one. This is going to be very interesting, especially if k is required to be an integer. So we're saying that the k minus a half corresponds to the z value. Okay. Do you think the question intended for this to happen? That k is actually a... so what I'm saying is that the cutoff was k minus a half. I really don't think so. Does that make sense, Huggies? Like, I don't think they thought about it that far. But yes, you're right. If you were doing this question correctly and fully understanding and giving the most optimal normal approximation, you would actually be doing this with a continuity correction for an integer k, and ending up with a with a decimal value of k as the equivalent to the z value. I don't think they went for that, Chad. I think it's fine. I think you'll be fine. All right, so I think I reckon it's harder than 2024. Let me know if one more time if you agree. I think the cutoff will be lower than 50. Yeah, that's my prediction on the E4 cutoff. So E4 lower than 50. Did 13E require to use Pascal's triangle, or you? No, 13E part 1 just required you to sub in the values of m and n. Like, that's it. You just do it. You just do this, just this bit. That's all you had to do. That was all we needed. What about compared to 2023? I reckon it's harder than, like, it's about the same. I think it's about the same as 2023. Mind you, 2023 was pretty hard. I would say it's a little bit easier than 2023. All right, 2023 was still harder, but not by a lot. This paper had a lot of, dodgy stuff, and the multiple choice smashed it out of the park, right? So yeah, I think it's a little bit easier than 2023. The multiple choice though, I only got 8 out of 10 with I had no understanding of a couple of questions there. Anyway, 2023 cutoff was 65%. What's that out of 70? 65 times. Wow, that's like 46. That's 46. Yeah, I reckon this will be around about maybe 48, just calling it. About 48 out of 70. All right, well, that's it for another year, chat. I think I thank you all for watching. I'll look into the situation about Nesta's embargo, and I might actually take the video off until they bring it up again. Let's find out what happens there. Okay. Hey, Yongwu, if you did that and just proved it outright using Chu's binomial theorem, that's totally fine. I would say totally fine. Flat 70, yeah, some dragon that's not out there. 45 out of 70 got an HSC mark of 90. Yeah, exactly. So I reckon this will be a little bit higher than the 2023 cutoff. Great. What was your total mark? Yeah, look, I think for me, having done some mistakes, probably around, what do you think, chat? I made 2 mistakes in multiple choice, and I made 1 arithmetic error in my written section, but I eventually got everything out anyway. So I lost 2 in the multiple choice and 1 in the arithmetic. You know it. You know what we got out of 70, chat. Raw mark this year's live stream. Got a 67 out of 70. All right, guys. Well, that's enough. That's enough of me. Thanks everyone for tuning in, and we're gonna head off. Good luck with your university offers, and all the best until next year.